games this season. Tonight, a teaching moment against a very physical Miami team. What are some of your takeaways?
Well, we just made a lot of mistakes. We had too many breakdowns, as far as, but on both ends, defensively, a lot of little things that made it harder. And those are things that, that we needed tonight. This is one of those games we didn't shoot it as well as we want to. But we didn't play well, again, and it's no overarching statement about certain things. There are a lot of things that we can do better.
Eric Walden, Salt Lake Tribune.
When you guys come out of halftime and have another one of your kind of patented third quarter surges with 41 points, and then in the fourth, just 22 on like 7 for 24 shooting, was that Miami doing anything different defensively in the fourth quarter, or just you guys not doing the things that you needed to, as you mentioned before?
I think, the way that we want to play, we need everybody to be very precise in what they're doing. We need to pass the ball at the right time. We need to shoot when we're open. We need to be spaced really well. And I think, our execution on the offensive end with all those little things, wasn't as good as it was. And Miami teams are always going to pick up their level, particularly when you start playing well. And tonight was a situation where, we just had some, we dribbled it too long. We didn't shoot it when we should. We didn't have good spacing. A lot of little things that we have to do better. And, particularly to win a game against a good team that's playing well, is focused, and it's a tough game, competitive game. And, this is one we need to be better. And, obviously we weren't good enough tonight.
Ben Anderson, KSLSports.com.
Quinn, you've seen a few teams now. The second time around, Denver got you the second game. Clippers, I know, was technically the third game, but Miami now has seen you a couple of times. Have you seen teams adjust, and then do you get the chance to readjust? I know Miami you only see twice, but is that the difficulty?
I thought Dragic was a big difference in the game. They didn't have him the last time they played, and he obviously we didn't do a good job of defending him collectively. There's always things that teams do that make each game a little bit different, but they played better, and we didn't play as well as we did last time. I don't know that there was any really sweeping differences in the games. There were some subtle things. I think people really being conscious of it. They had a couple guys on him all night on the glass, but we didn't have enough other guys going to the glass to take advantage of that. So some situations like that that can change game to game, but nothing that we haven't seen over the course of the year that would prohibit us from doing a better job.
Last question, Andy Larson, Salt Lake Tribune.
When they had some success at the beginning of the third and then in the fourth at kind of forcing the switch and trying to get Jimmy Butler on bogey and then driving, maybe getting to the rim for some fouls. How did you felt you defended those situations, or do you think there were things that you could have done differently or better?
Yeah, we eventually did something, different on that situation. And, there's always a decision there that I didn't think we executed what we were doing well. He's obviously a really good player in those situations, and he can jump over the top of you, but, we weren't in situation. We made mistakes where we let Dragic get left. We got rejected by Jimmy Butler doing one of those situations. So I thought we were better, as when we did adjust, but I think that, what we were doing prior to that, we need to do better. It's a little bit of both those situations. And, a lot of that's Jimmy Butler, but whatever coverage we're in, and we were in a couple of them tonight in those situations, we have to have better execution no matter what we're doing.
All right, that's it. Thank you, Coach.
Okay.